Hi all, this is Shannon. I'm doing this tutorial on my welcome graphic. Welcome to the Nightmares. This is the original I posted. I did not save it as a PSD, so we're going to be remaking it today. So we're going to open the GIF file, and out of that, and look at my messy USB drive, and go into GIFs. Search lightning, or just type in the letter L, and you get lightning, and lightning. This is an extremely large GIF file. It is 500 pixels by 700 pixels, which is huge. And it's going to come back and bite us later, but it's really nice right now. And I'm going to do some screwing around with my layout, because I'm neurotic. There we go. And this is the other image, it's the nightmare picture. You go to DeviantArt and search the word nightmares, and under photography, get a color picture, drag it into Photoshop, do a little black and white, and exposure editing. Just really simple stuff, nothing dramatic. And you're going to click it with the left mouse key, and drag it up to your lightning file. Drag it up, and drag it down, and let go. Boom. Now resize it. Some Photoshop programs don't come with the whatever it is, the transfer controls at the top, show controls, those ones. Mine is up on the top toolbar. Some you have to actually go into tools and find the selection for it, but it's really handy. Resize it using the shift key, keeps it square. We're going to compare it to the original here. First we're going to make sure that the GIF is in a grouping, because that's important. So you're going to go to the picture layer, drag it down to the bottom of all the layers so it disappears. Scroll to the top, click above the top layer, and add the file. Don't add the post-it note, add the file. And you're going to get a group 1. So you're going to click layer 11, scroll down with the shift key pressed down, and click layer 1. You've selected all of them. You're going to go back to layer 11 and click it, drag it up to the group, and you're done. Now you're going to make sure that all of the layers in the timeline are selected. So click layer 1, shift key 11, select it all, and drag that above it, and play, and now it looks like this. So you can see that you can't see the GIF through the picture, so we're going to change it right now. So go back to your timeline and select 1 through 11. This is extremely important, so please make sure you do that. Go to the photo file, and we're going to click overlay, and add an exposure layer. So here's what it looks like now. You can see that it's set to overlay, so you can see the GIF through the picture file. I like to choose and play around with all those different kind of layer settings, but overlay is the nicest for this situation. Add an exposure layer. If you click around and play with the exposure layer, you'll see that it's selecting all of your images. So you're going to right click and create clipping mask, and that just does it just for the photo. You can also do it just for the GIF, but it's simpler to do it this way. Play around with it, and I think I got it right about there. That's good. There we go. Yep. So that's set. And that's what it looks like. Alright, select all your layers again. And we're going to take the marquee tool. Marquee tool is the ants marching. I'll make sure, and I have all sorts of stuff. Nobody ever uses the bottom two. I mean, really, come on. No one ever uses those. And square that out. And this is called ants marching. You're going to right click. And you're going to go up to feather. Feather makes the selected line, the selection, softer edges, give it softer edges. So if you were to delete or erase around it, it's a lot softer than a harsh line. 15 feather, and it's screwed up, so we're going to press Control D because she wants the D. And we're going to tighten it up. There we go. Go back to feather. 15. And there we go. So we're going to right click again and go up to select inverse. So it selects everything else other than what we've selected, and make sure all your layers are selected. And then go to the picture, not the exposure level, because doing anything on the exposure level won't do anything. And you're going to press delete. See, look, you can still see the arm right there. You can still see it, but we deleted it. That's what the feathering does. Makes it soft. Oh, nice and cuddly. Get the eraser and set it down to about 50 or 40, depending on how you like it. And a soft eraser. And just kind of give it a little lighter so there's no hard edges. And you can't see the edge of the photo. And press play. And there, that's what it looks like, and that's the base, really. I mean, boom, boom. Real easy. Select all. And then we're going to go and we're going to add a texture. I use this texture in almost like probably about 85% of all the graphics I make. So, there's a secret for you. It's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm making this video, so don't judge if my sarcasm is really dry tonight. And, oh, don't freak out, it's okay. I'm going to show you how to fix this. So you go to this, and this is going to look really cool, and I'm totally going to make a graphic about this later, because that totally looks awesome. But, you select all, and you're going to right click it, because look, it's got that little arrow, and right click it, and release clipping mask. And boom! There you go. So we're going to resize it. And check mark. And go to normal thing and screen. And boom! You've got a texture on your graphic. How cool is that? Alright, now for text. So, go back and select all. I promise I'm going to keep saying that because it's going to be the bane of your existence, is doing a shitload of work and then realizing, oh, you've only done it to one layer. Late nights. So this is a font called DB Quake, I believe. I don't even remember what download I got it in. That's one text selection, and then we're going to do, oh, here, yeah. A lot of times is that you go to change a font for your next text box, and you change the font of your current text. So that's because you've selected that layer. So just don't change the font. Just make a new text box and then go back and change the font. But make a second one. The select all, not select save. Select all, and this is going to be something simple. Just not fancy, real simple. And we're going to make it small, so it's even simpler. not that small. There we go. And okay. And a third one. And nightmares. I'm gonna beef that up a bit. 36. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I do use Jane Austen for my graphics. And boom. There you go. That is a welcome graphic. I just showed you how to make a welcome graphic. So if you guys have your rendition of it, that's totally awesome. You should post it and you should tag me and I'll post them on my blog. So we're gonna save it now because that's the other big fat issue of this whole thing. Image size, like I said, is 500 by 700, which is the perfect size for a Tumblr post. But Photoshop doesn't like it. So you're gonna save for web, and look how pretty it is. Even at 23 colors, it's pretty nice. So at the full color, it's awesome. But in the lower left-hand corner, you see that really ugly number that's way too big, because all Tumblr graphics, all Tumblr GIFs need to be 500k or less. So we gotta make that a lot uglier and a lot smaller. And what we do is we change the color in the dither until it reaches below 500. And look at all that nastiness. Nasty, nasty, nasty. And I do this for a while until we find a decent ending result. And then we click done. And you go to image size and you make it to 450. So you're cutting 50 pixels off, which is fine, because that can all be fixed in Tumblr with an extra graphic at the bottom that's just a line, a single white line that's like literally 2 pixels thin, 2 pixels high, and 500 pixels wide, and it sizes out the top image to that same dimension. It's a little bit stretched, but if you're only cutting 50 pixels off, it looks just about the same. So here you go. We're gonna do, what is it, 20? I think we got it at, I got it at 18, and like 99% dither. Because if you do 100%, it's like 570, but if you do it 99, it's only 480. Because that makes so much sense. So after all this nonsense, and more nonsense, and more nonsense, see, look. See, if we do 100, it becomes 520 something. 99, 480 something. And we're done. So you click done, or you click save, like me, and save. Back and grab Manips, and there you go. All done. So thank you. Yeah, let me know how you think of it and make your own on this tutorial. Tag me in it and I will totally post them, because I'd be super honored and like pass out and die and snort and laugh. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.